Well, the Hampshire Ghost Club is an organisation that was founded back in 2001. It became quite evident to me from early on that there were a lot of people that had an interest in the paranormal in the county of Hampshire, and there was no set, serious, scientifically established group. So I decided to establish the group to investigate the numerous haunted venues throughout the county of Hampshire and get like-minded people together, bring them all together in one group and try and find some rational answers to explain ghosts and haunted houses. We've got over 120 investigations currently on our books with the Hampshire Ghost Club, which means we've spent literally thousands of hours out investigating. We've had loads of experiences that we can't explain, things like disembodied voices, objects being thrown, people actually seeing ghosts. There's a whole plethora of phenomena that we've experienced and just totally defies rational explanation. But to actually put a ballpark figure and say, I've had so many experiences, can be somewhat of an impossibility. Well, there's lots of counties that claim their own haunted heritage, but Hampshire's got to be one of the main contenders, and there's literally loads and loads of haunted venues down there. Most of your readers and viewers will be from the Southampton area, and the main northern bridge that leads past the Old Meridian TV Centre, that's a well-known haunted spot there. There's been a whole legion of ghostly Roman soldiers seen crossing the roads. They're meant to come across the bridge. Witnesses say that they're only visible from the knees upwards, which usually means that it's a recording type of apparition, and the road surface that they're walking on, the road surface that they would have known, is actually, they're walking on it. So what we see now through our perspective is only from the knees up. The feet are there, but they're just walking on the lower level. They're classified as a recording type entity. It means it is literally an atmospheric recording that's locked into either the fabric of a building or the bedrock of a certain area. That particular area obviously got a lot of shoreline, a lot of water, so that could be a contributing factor as to why that's managed to record itself there. And the recording simply plays back of the Romans doing what they once did in life. Got the Red Lion Inn in the main high street, down towards the ferry port there in Southampton. There's been a funeral cortege seen leaving there, heading up towards the Bargate. Not a lot of people realise this, but the Red Lion Inn used to be an old courthouse, and there were quite a few people that were condemned there. They were taken the 200 yards up to the Bargate and executed. We've also got the medieval merchant's house in French Street. There's been quite a lot of activity in there surrounding a woman of the night that allegedly did away with her customers, stole jewellery off them, and there's been quite a whole host of phenomena that's been experienced there as well. One of the most haunted places in Southampton, or the surrounding districts, if you wanted a really haunted place, one, it's obviously got to be Bewley Abbey, or your second best option is going to be Netley Abbey, up towards the outskirts of Southampton. I've had an absolutely terrifying encounter up there, and it's a fantastic location to investigate.
Would you care to tell us about this terrifying?
Yeah, it was back in 2002. As usual, we'd just finished the investigation. All the equipment was packed up. It was back in its boxes, so we had literally no recording equipment on us at all. We had one last walk around the site to ensure we'd left it as we found it. No litter laying around. We came out of the main central nave past the chapter house, and as we came past the chapter house, one of my team said, someone's just gone in there. So we looked in there, and we had our torches on, couldn't see a thing in there. When the torches were off, there was this, the only way I can describe it is thing. It looked like half of a human body buried in the mud, but it looked like it was under some type of sacking, and it was wriggling. After a while, it managed to throw the sack off and actually twisted to face us, but it didn't twist as you or I would. Its skin seemed to elasticate and twist round, and as it twisted round, it faced us. And it had a large bulbous head, large black eyes, and spike-like teeth, and it just reached out. And as it reached out, we backed off, but its arm just kept stretching and stretching and stretching. And that was one particular event where we decided to retreat for a few minutes to collect our thoughts, and then we went back with the recording equipment to try and get it on camera, but unfortunately it faded away, it had gone. But I have heard that subsequent people that have been up there at night have also reported the same thing, which was also interesting because we never revealed what we saw that night. So other people are experiencing it and still experiencing it to this day.